Tillman's Body Talk. Today we're going to talk about the sprained ankle. Now 90% of sprained ankles are lateral, the outside. It's very rare to get an inside medial ankle sprain. And so typically what happens is you have three ligaments here, right? And you can see we've drawn the three ligaments in there, and the whole goal is to support those so they can heal. So what happens is those ligaments keep the bones close together, and so when you sprain it and it swells, it stays swollen. And the reason it takes so long is every time you walk, it puts pressure and it keeps these ligaments overstretched, and so it's very hard to heal. And so what most people do is they put on a big ankle brace that covers the whole thing, but to me that's too much because you're just trying to get these ligaments to heal. So I like to tape. So one of the things I'm going to show you is how to tape it. If you came to me with a bad ankle sprain, I'd have you move it up and down like crazy. I wouldn't have you come in because you can see that puts stress on this, so that's going to make it harder to heal. But I'd have you move it up and down like crazy. I would tape this, and then I would start lightly strengthening forward and back, and only outside, what we call eversion with a band, which we're gonna go over. The best tape ever, right? It's called Leuco tape. You can buy it online, but it's strong, so it'll last typically 2 or 3 days. You can shower with it. You don't wanna soak it and take a bath with it, but it's just a strong tape. And what you do is you pull a piece, and you're gonna put the foot up like this in what we call dorsiflexion. And then I'm just gonna tape the outside. I'm not gonna go behind the back, and I'm gonna give it some tension, and I'm gonna pull it right across. But you can see what I'm trying to do with the tape is I'm trying to mimic the action of the ligaments. So I'm trying to help support the ligaments. And typically I'm gonna do 2 strands of tape, and it's a C tape. You don't want a whole lot of wrinkles. You want it strong, and it's just gonna help support this so it heals. I've seen people, 3 to 6 months after an ankle sprain, and they're still tender. But if we tape them for 2 or 3 weeks, all of a sudden that tenderness goes away because it's allowed to heal. Again, every time you step, this is what happens. And so what the tape is doing is it's helping do what the ligaments are supposed to do and keep you close and tight, so that the ankle is stable when you cut and when you move. Okay, now to show you the strengthening, what you're gonna do is what we call dorsiflexion first. You're gonna pull up, and understand up and down is what pumps the fluid in. So if you have a swollen ankle, walking is good, up and down is good because it helps push the fluid back. That's why we like bicycles for swelling, walking for swelling, because it gets the inflammation back up in the body. But strengthening, this is gonna help make sure she stays flexible. This is called dorsiflexion. The next strengthening is what we call plantar flexion, where you're gonna push down, just like a gas pedal. And you wanna keep it on the top part of the foot and push down and then back and down and back and down and back. Again, you're gonna do like 5 sets of 10 in each direction, 1 to 2 times a day to help it strengthen. Now, the most important one with a lateral ankle sprain is to what we call eversion, or going out to the side. And so you can see she barely moves, and she touches my finger, and then she just goes past neutral. She doesn't come all the way in because that will put more stress on the ligaments and make it take longer to heal. And she doesn't rotate her thigh or her knee either. It's a very isolated movement to help strengthen your peroneals, which are muscles that come and go on the outside, and they support the outside of your ankle. Again, what you want to do is move the ankle up and down as soon as you sprain the ankle, because that's going to help push the fluid back. Then you want to tape to support the ligaments, and then you want to strengthen. As you strengthen, you'll notice I can walk without pain. I can walk without limping. And once you can walk without limping and pain, and it's not very swollen, then you can start jogging. And as jogging shows that it's not swollen or not increasing pain, then you can progress to running. And that's how you rehab an ankle. Again, keep the flexibility, but then keep it strong, and the most important part is to let the ligaments heal so it's not this reoccurring ankle sprain. That's Tillman's Body Talk on how to rehab a lateral ankle sprain. Hope you like and subscribe to the channel.